Dennis, extremely hard fought at times today, but a massive 3 points for you, and you must be delighted.
Absolutely, because to be fair to Hednesford, they were very good today, especially in the first half. You know, they done to us in a sense what we done to Solihull when we went and won up there, and they sat in, they counter attacked really well, and there's a real threat. They had pace in the team, good energy, physicality, and it was hard to deal with at times because every time we made a bad pass going forward, whether it's a cross into the box that got cut out at the first man, they played a forward pass and they broke at us and they caused us all sorts of problems. So we had to address that at half time, which we did. And second half, they were less of a threat, and we then had to grow into the game, and it was a question of whether we could get a winning goal.
1-1, the match was evenly poised, it could have gone either way, but then decisive 5 minute spell, first the penalty, put away well by Lewis Hilliard, and then a rarity with a Kane Felix header to wrap it all up for you.
Yeah, he was a bit like Joe Jordan at the back stick there, wasn't he? Kane probably won't even know him, but no, I mean, they just had the guy sent off, I think, a couple of minutes before for a second bookable offence, and, you know, we capitalised on it really well. It's not like we made the extra man count, but when they've had a man sent off and then you go 2-1 in front, it really knocks the stuffing out the other team, and that's what happened, and then went on and got the third. But you know, Kane was struggling today, really struggling. They were counter-attacking, he was struggling to get back and condense the space. So we put Cam out wide for his work rate, and he'll keep a better shape to the team. And we put Kane up front. The fellow was on a final booking and we needed his legs or something to happen. And he'd gone up front, and within 5 minutes, he'd got us a penalty and scored a goal. So well done to Kane for keep going and winning us the game in the end.
And with all respect to the other 4 lads sat on the bench, all teenagers, no first team appearances between them, he didn't have any other options today, and what was out there was what you'd got basically.
No, it'd have been backs against the wall. You know, we couldn't really change it. That's the only thing I can change was how was I going to use Cameron Johnson to try and get us a win out the game. And at 1-1, that's the way we decided. And today it's gone lucky for us. You know, Kane's gone up there and made a couple of things happen. But yeah, it was a difficult day today. I thought Hednesford was superb, and if they keep playing like that, then they'll have no problems about getting out of trouble.
3 of the other top 5 lost. Admittedly, Harrogate won by thrashing Solihull, but a good day at the office all round.
Yeah, especially with the home games, you know, Fylde and Nuneaton both losing at home. You know, you could see that Nuneaton won because they'd lost a couple of players this week, I believe, to Peterborough, certainly their top scorer. Couldn't see the Fylde one, really. That's a great result for Worcester. And obviously couldn't see the Solihull one. I mean, surely they could go there and not get a result, but I mean, to lose 6-0, I think it was, or 6-1, I'm hearing, was pretty convincing. So, you know, well done Harrogate. It sort of blows the title race open a little bit more. But all we can do is go from week to week. You know, today we've got away with it in a sense. We've won 3-1, which absolutely flatters us. You know, they've done really well today, Hednesford, and, you know, we've done well to hang into the game in the first half and then to have the belief to go on and win it. But that's what we've got. This is a great group of lads, and to have no options today, people playing out of position, a brand new left back coming in today and doing ever so well when he ain't played no football. You know, Lewis Hilliard having to play in a position that he shouldn't really be playing in. You know, was really up against it, but they've dug in, they've got that belief, and they deserved it through their sheer desire, team ethic, team spirit, teamwork, and a little bit of lady luck.
And presumably you were so short because it all unfolded very late in the week. Jordan Richards inexplicably, unexpectedly recalled and sent out somewhere else. Zach Mills was touch and go, but probably would have been fit, and Dylan McAvoy, you were under the impression that he was going to be back as well, so it was just circumstances against you.
Yeah, that was the problem. You know, Dylan, you know, was told last week he'd be fine, he'd be training this week and he'd be fine for this week, but he ended up training in only 2 sessions. They wanted to train 4 sessions, so we thought we was going to have Dylan, didn't have him. Zach Mills had played 10 days earlier. He was just having some scans and that were showing up clear, but then he had a final appointment on Friday. So on Thursday night, we had him down to play. Then he shows up something on a CT scan, and he has to rest now for at least a couple of weeks. And then we get a phone call from Notts County, crazy, that they're taking Jordan Richards back and go to Sligo Rangers. So before I know it, I'd already done deals with Scholes and Robbins, and then we've lost 3 players overnight, and I couldn't replace them on the Friday. I can't just get a player in, hopefully he might be all right. You know, it doesn't work like that. We're trying to get in the National Conference. I can't just bring a body in on a whim like that. So Notts County was, you know, we've done fantastic for Jordan Richards. He's come on a bundle. They've accepted that and appreciated that and offered him a new contract. But to take him away from us like that at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday, when he's not even playing for Sligo on Saturday, he's flying out on Sunday, they should have either phoned us and said, we've got a replacement for you, sorry, we've got to take Jordan, or not took him at all until the Sunday. But you know, they've obviously got no respect for what we're trying to achieve and the position we're in. And I thought that was a little bit harsh and not the way to go about your business if you've got any respect for either football club. I mean, I certainly wouldn't do it to another football club, but we'll learn from that and we'll develop other people's players, and we won't be developing Notts Counties.
And do you aim to bring a couple of bodies in, if at all you can, for next weekend? Because Mills and Southwell and Richard Jones are still not going to be back.
Yeah, that's the aim now. We'll be looking to bring in, you know, we've been speaking to people this week. We're trying to get those concluded, but we're looking at bringing in a centre midfield player and a centre half for sure. Because obviously with Millsy out now for 2 weeks to maybe 5 weeks, we've got no cover. If Pidgeot Garnes gets injured today, you know, we're cream crackered. And in centre midfield, losing Jordan, we now haven't played Lewis Hilliard in a position where we can get so much more out of him in a different position. So we need somebody to go in there and play centre midfield with Granty at the moment. And if we've got another centre half in, we can put Garnes in centre midfield as well if we want to go 3 in there and we've got cover. So they're the 2 areas that I'll be addressing next week. Let's hopefully we can get the right players in.
In Gloucester on Sunday, strange setup with no games Saturday. You'll pretty much know how the weekend results have gone by the time you kick off and where a victory could take you next Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, well, since I've been at Boston, I think we haven't lost to Gloucester. You know, Tim will say that we're his bogey side, but it'd be nice to go down and see the non-league George Clooney. I liked him a lot, and they've had a good revival lately. They're in a nice position in the league now compared to where they were 4 or 5 games ago. But it's been one of them good grounds for us. We grinded out a 1-0 win there last year, won 4-0 at home, I think, in my first ever game in charge, and we haven't lost a game to Gloucester, so hopefully that can continue. We'll get some bodies in hopefully next week and we'll go there in better condition. Be a bit strange playing on a Sunday. That might affect us, I don't know. You know, to play on a Sunday, who knows? You have a body clock, you don't know how it works, but we'll go there full of confidence. We'll prepare the best we can and we'll look to try and get 3 points.